Hey, my good Balloons Tower Defense buddies. You caught me at a little bit of a bad time because right now I'm eating my chips and salsa, and it is delicious and it's making my mouth water. So I have to keep closing my mouth and swallowing the spit just because I know that sounds weird, but just because I need to, otherwise I'm going to start drooling everywhere, which I definitely don't want. So let's go over the daily challenge really fast. Let's read it off, go over the strategy really fast, and I think that's really all I got going on. So if I speed this up a little bit too much, I'm sorry, but I need to because I really don't have that much to talk about today. So let's get started here. Today's daily challenge was called Power Overwhelming, beat Dockside hard on rounds 40 to 75 with only super monkeys, aces, and villages, and altered balloon ranks. So that made it quite a bit interesting, also a little bit difficult. Start with $20,000, which is quite a bit, even with super monkeys to start, but only 50 lives, which was actually, I think it would be hard for some people if they're losing some lives on the beginning levels, but once you get to the later levels, it really doesn't matter too much for those lives. But the altered balloon ranks were kind of interesting. I think the way it worked, which I'm not totally sure, but I think the rainbows turned into ceramics, and then ceramics stayed the same, and Moabs turned into BFBs, and BFBs turned into Oh My Gods. And I could be wrong about that, not 100% sure, but I think that's what it was. So that means on level 46, you already got BFBs coming, level 50 as well, and then by level 54, you got quite a few BFBs coming. So you do get a lot of money, because all those ceramics and all those Moabs. On the other hand, you need to pick some good stuff to build, so probably some Roboplasmas. So let's go over how I started it. I think the start is probably the most important part that people are probably, or maybe being a little bit confused on, but I think you guys would probably figure out after playing a couple times. But what I did was I started off with a plasma monkey. Well, first of all, you want to get a monkey village. Monkey village is definitely something you want to get. After spending $16,000, you're already going to get your money back, so you get your money back right from the get-go. So you probably want to get a plasma monkey. I got him with a couple of range upgrades as well. You can put him kind of where I put him. And then I got just another super monkey. And then after that, I kind of just saved up for a one more super monkey and then a Roboplasma. And for level 43, that's probably the only difficult level where I could see you guys losing some lives if you don't actually build that other super monkey. Don't go for a plane too early. Just make sure you get the camo detection on your monkey village for level 42. And you'll be set for the camos for the rest of the game. You won't have to worry about them at all. Don't go for a plane and start trying to mass a bunch of 3-2 planes or something like that. That's probably not the best thing to do, though I can see it maybe working. Anyways, yeah, just get some Roboplasmas. If you could do that for level 46, even one Roboplasma, I think you could beat the BFB pretty easily. Just a couple super monkeys for a little bit of help, but that's what I did. And then I don't recommend going very many Sun Gods. I mean, you could obviously do that, but I think you're better off going with the Spectres for the ceramic and low-tier Moabs, and the Roboplasmas for anything else, including BFBs and Oh My Gods for that popping power. So you probably want to put those guys on strong, and that's probably your best bet with that. And you're probably not going to have too many problems if you do that. Like I said, you could go Sun Gods if you want. I don't really see that being a bad news, but hey, I don't know. I didn't do it. I figured Roboplasmas would probably be a little bit better off. I did think about actually Temple of the Monkey God. You can definitely afford a Temple of the Monkey God, though I don't really know if you can actually get it. I assume you can. I don't really see why you would want to get it, just because it's not really necessary at all. But you definitely could. I mean, try it out. Just do a Roboplasma sacrifice and a 3-0 monkey village or something like that, and you'll get a pretty powerful temple. You can probably beat the Oh My Gods and the BFBs pretty easily. On the other hand, I don't know for sure, so don't yell at me if that doesn't work out. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late on this daily challenge. I was just out grocery shopping, and that's why I got the chips and salsa, and that's why I'm starving. And I want some more right now, and I'm staring at them, and it makes me want more chips and salsa, and my mouth is still watering for those chips and salsa. That's why it might sound like a little bit like I'm giving weird pauses, and that's just because I have to close my mouth to swallow this bit. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. So thank you for watching. Always appreciate likes, comments, and all that. You guys are awesome. Keep up the amazing job.